I think that I told you that story. That I always want to try it. You know what I can do. I'm a mechanical man. I want to charge everything. And he said, listen, whatever you do, you give your grandson. I said, okay. How I can prove it? He said, easy. Tonight, don't do this and this mitzvah, and you will see tomorrow. I said, just like this? I said, yes. I said, my anxious start to work, and my conscience start to work, and I said, I'm going to hurt my grandson. It's nice, but I couldn't stand it. I tried. I didn't make the mitzvah, which I used to do that. Years. Don't ask what. Anyway, I didn't. 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 after Shachrit, I called my daughter. I said, how are you? I said, Father, you're crazy? What's happened to you? At that time, I said, no, I just want to know if you're okay. I said, yes, I'm okay, fine. With something happened? He said, no, I'm just asking. And what about the kids? They're sleeping at this time. We have another 40 minutes to wake them up. I said, are they okay? I said, Father, what's happened? I said, nothing, I'm just curious to know everything is okay. 7:10, the phone is ringing. He said, Father, what's happened? I said, why? He said, the oldest son wake up with a high fever. Why, something? I said, no. I said, my God, here it is. My avon. Very easy to say. Very easy to say. My avon. And that's what I did. I tried, I took him, I took care of him until the afternoon, and Baruch Hashem, that's it. Next day, he was okay. And then I saw exactly what the rabbi said. We do it to our grandchildren, we don't understand it.
So if you take on something for a child, in order to help the child, even if you daven for the child, you make it a point every day to say a certain tehillim or a certain tefillah or something, and you stop doing it, for a day, you affect the child?
Not every mitzvah, some mitzvahs. Not every. I said there's a certain mitzvah that I was doing it. Years I was doing it. But I never thought that it's going to affect my grandchildren. And then I studied, if I'm not going to do that. So that's, I didn't know until the rabbi told me what it is. So we study from that. When you see it in your eyes, there's no game.
Is there a point where you're not responsible for it anymore?
No.
Always?
Forever. Forever.
So if you take something on, you got to say bli neder and not, even though I do it more than 3 times,
no,
I'm not taking it on permanently?
Bli neder, it's another reason. That's another point. The question is, it's not if something that, if you're not doing that, you don't give him this benefit. For example, if you see, they say, look on Abu Hatzera family. All of them, each one, father, son, son, and son, coming like that and going from generation to generation. Deep there, they have high spirit, and etc., etc. How it works? How it's working? From the same things, or the same thing that grandfather or great-grandfather give. I'll give you another example. When my grandmother, before she passed away, she was like always there. She insisted to talk to me. I was in the high school. No, it's fine. That's what I'm going. She said, Yitzchak, I want you to remember. She didn't let me to write it down. This and this and this and this and this, half an hour of lecture. Okay, I can remember, but not small details and something. I can't. Please do it slowly. Let me write it down. I said, no, verbally. Remember this and this and this and this. Why? He said, this is what I want. My God, what you want from me? What you found me? Every time I came to her, she was, before I stepped into her room, she was like dying. Her daughter said, my aunt says, Yitzchak, she's not here. Okay. She's still breathing? I said, yes, I'm coming in. I just walked in. She like a new person. Sitting, talking strongly. My aunt was crazy. It's like, what do you do? I said, what do you want from me? I just walked in. You saw that. She threw her out when I was sitting with her alone. And then she taught me a few things. And I said, why? I said, this is what I want. Fine. What do you want? You want? Okay. What I can do. And she told me that her father and her grandfather was helping people. And she said, you're supposed to continue that. Oh my God, what for me? I'm sitting in the high school learning mechanical things. What? I'm not there. It's not. He said, that's what it is. Times came and this came. It came by itself. Don't ask me even how, when, where. So I understand whatever I have now, it's not for me. It's for them. Whatever I'm doing, it's not for me. It's from them. Sometimes I don't do nothing. I feel people think it's me. I'm not doing nothing. It's God. What's God? It's them. This is their wishes. They did that, and I continue their way. So whatever I'm getting from them. So it's going like this. So where? Not from father to son. Grandfather or great-grandfather to grandchildren. And this is where we are. So that's the zchuyot that we have is not for ourselves. It's from our older generation. If I want to pray, it's there. Anything that you want to do, it's coming from there.
If, for an example, if a grandfather wants eventually his children and his children's children grow up on the right path, but he gave his children a secular education, can we still expect somehow that those grandchildren or great-grandchildren will come back on the derech?
If I will take myself to that direction. Yes, absolutely. I'm Baal Tshuva. It's very easy to see on my face. I'm Baal Tshuva. And why are you laughing? I came to one guy. I was without a beer. I'm Persian, and they asked me. I asked them how much it cost. He said no cost. I said okay, fine, I win. At least I'm saving money. Why? I don't have to shave. I don't have to buy the machines and put an aftershave. I don't know. So it's free of charge. And before that, I was going to the barber and said, how much are you paying to cut my hair? They was telling me 400 shekel, 500 shekel. Now I'm going there and say, how much is it? 25 shekel. So it's good for me. My pocket getting better, so it's easy. So there's no question to make a tshuva. It's easier no question. But my kids grow up as secular, and I say to myself, what I'm doing. I was sure from what I learned in the Zohar. Forget it. I'm going to lose my Olam Haba. If I leave them here secular, I'm dead. Who is going to be? I'm not sure, and I cannot be sure that my son will say Kaddish on me. I'm not sure. How do I know? How do I know? How do I know he's going to continue whatever I had in my hand? What? I said to myself, I have to be sure that they will make a tshuva. But I studied that there is a love. God created the world with love. Not by pushing no one, by love. If I'm going to be a dictator, like the Arab dictators, I'm going to destroy my kids. But if I'm going to give them love, hug them and kiss them and help them and respect them as who they are, because I brought them to this point, I cannot blame them. I cannot come and say, hey, you stupid guy, don't do this, don't do that. You have to go, you have to make the Tariq mitzvot, don't do this. Hey, I grow them up like that. That's my hand gets the cuckoo and I decided to make a tshuva. It's nice, but it's not their fault, it's mine. I cannot blame them, and I accept them as they are. One day my son came to me, he said, you know, I'm curious. I said, why? He said, I don't understand you. I said, well, why you don't understand me? He said, I look at you, I said, I have a Haredic father. I said, so? You said, but listen, I'm not a Haredi, and you accept me. You even never push me to make a one mitzvah. I said, why should I push you? Did I push you? No, I didn't push you. If you don't make it. You don't make it, don't make it. But my heart is burning. I want to see him as a Haredi guy, no question. I want to see him in the Bible, or running by the Torah. But I said, no, I'm not going to push you. If you like it, sit to me. So he came to me one Friday. He said, can I sit next to you? I said, yes. What are you reading all this evening that you're sitting from the beginning to the middle of the night reading it all? So read with me, sing with me some songs. And start slowly. It took me 15 years. 15 years. After 15 years, one day, both kids came to me and said, Father, where are you? I was traveling around the world, so I was in the States. My daughter came to me and my son. In one day, I'm not lying, I'm the truth. One day, the switch over from secular from this side to Haredim from the other side. One day. And I said, how come? He said, this is what we want. They said, both of them at the same time, this is what we want. And we want to be there. We love this way, and we appreciate that way. This is the wish. But if I push them, say, listen, do this, do that, you have to do this. If you don't keep this mitzvah, they're going to kill you, they're going to burn you. Yeah, forget it, that's it. I lost everything. So my next, I hope, I don't know what it will be, but at least I know from now, they're going to pay Kaddish on me. Baruch Hashem. More than that, I don't know. Now it depends on them. That's the minimum that I can see. I don't know more. I hope and I wish. They are Haredim, now both of them. They get married with the Orthodox, I can say, Haredim husband and wife, and they are creating families as a Haredim, studying every day. So my son asking me, Father, why are you not coming to visit us? I said, my attention is your boy. Your son is my attention. This is my attention because I want to take care of him. He said, how are you taking care of him? Even you're not coming to see him. Yeah, I know, I'm not coming to see him. I'll come. But in the meantime, I'm busy with creating his spirit's world. When he'll come to pray, and I say, B'schut Avot, I have something to give him. I have something to give him. If I say, if you don't have me, the same that I got from my grandparents, I have something to give to my grandchildren or grandchildren. I don't know. So this account of this cheshbon from generation to generation is not because the same which exists here, we have to give to others. We have to give to our kids.
I understand it. You see your kid going off the derech, and you don't do anything about it, then they'll go off the derech. It sounds to me like not you maybe, for example, but if you let your kids do what they want to do, then you can get out of control. How are you going to be able to prevent it? You know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't hear everything because you're talking very quiet and I don't hear you.
No, if you allow your kids to do what they want to do, then it's more easier for them to go off the derech that way.
Rabbi, he originally said, if you see your child going off the derech,
Yes.
and you don't do anything,
You don't tell them. You don't
love them, but you
No, it's different. You're going off from the derech, but don't forget that they go up like that. In my case, that I talked about, they grow up as secular. You're talking about getting off from the road. Yes, you have to do. You have to work on that. You have to build a limitation. You have to decide. Sometimes you have to be too strong. Too strong. I have a friend, a good friend of mine. He is religious, Baruch Hashem, with a long zakan until wherever you want. And his son get off. And he have 13 kids at home. And this one make a trouble. And he was afraid to tell him something that is not going to be worse. So he is like, cut the age, and cut the age, and cut the age. Until one day I said, listen, no more. Throw him out. He said, how you can throw your son out? How you can throw him out? He said, look what you're doing. You're cutting the edges. He's coming home with some not nice clothes, He already have an earrings, put a gel in his hair, and where you want to take it? What the kids will see at home? What the kids to see? His father allowed our oldest brother to do like that, so we can do it the same way. He didn't agree. He didn't throw him out. It's got to be a problem. When it gets too, I can say, too heavy for him, he came to me and said, what to do now? Throw him out. Don't worry. He has nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. He will go, look around, and he come back. Not every child is the same solution. We have to start, you have to study the boy or the girl and to understand where it's coming from. Sometimes, as I said, until 20, they want to break all the rules. They don't want to have rules at all. So we have to put the rules and to know how to lead them and to bring them back on the road. It's not an easy job. But we have to do, we have to think where they are, how to behave, what to do. Most of the problems start from the parents. From the parents. Today I had a young man, he came to me, I was sorry for him. He's, I don't know him. He came as a stranger for me. He have 14 kids. And the kids start already showing the direction coming off from the road. I look at him and say, listen, if you not solve the problem with your wife, this will not be ended. So why me? He say, if they're coming off from the road, something between you and wife is not working. You fight, you're shouting, you don't respect each other. So what do you want them to do? So say, we have a holy house. I understand you're busy to work to finance the house, and she is alone with 14 kids. It's too difficult, and she thinks that she is alone, and you think they are your foreign minister, and she has to take care of everything. Difficult. Come, both of you, fix your way. If you're shouting on her before the kids, are you expecting that the boy, your oldest son, will not shout on his mother? Because he saw you doing it. Why you cannot do that? So this our work to work. It's starting from the company. Everything is there. Some people say, "What do you want from me?" This is his nature. Yes, of course. 13 to 18, he wants to break all the rules. All the rules. He don't want to have rules. It's our work to keep it. Our work to keep in mind and to be careful and moving the rules to be able to stay between the lines, and then we can succeed. Yes?
So how do you do it without being a dictator? So you have to do it with love.
Yes, with love. If you want, I have it in English, in Hebrew. And he said, Ha'anasha b'chinuch. The punishment. How to give punishment. You
have a contrast?
Yes. I have this contrast, but this is in Hebrew. I don't know, maybe the rabbi have it too. Huh?
I need them, fine. I need them also.
Oh, okay. I'll bring it to you. No, it's not with me here. I'll bring it to you next week. And we have, you know what? I'll give another contrast. It's two contrasts. One of them is Ha'anasha, how to punish, and the other one is Chinuch be'ava. This both, take them as a tool. Study them. It's the מאוד מרוכז. You have to read it a few times, because I'm not usually in my contrast. I don't like long contrasts. They're very short, and you have to just follow them slowly. If you have a question next time, I'll be able to show you and answer it.